Hello, hello. Welcome back to Paradise on Pennies. Yeah, guys, so we need to give you guys an update on travel plans. As you guys know, we have a lot going on right now. But we have still, when we get a chance, we've been thinking about this whole travel thing. Actually, we've been thinking about it even more. But we do have that whole list of places that we told you guys in like the first couple videos of this whole travel thing, where we kind of lay down all those places that we were thinking about that would be our favorites. So we've been basically jumping around with all of them and going, maybe here, no, maybe here, no, maybe here. But last time we talked, I think we mentioned Mongolia to you guys, and that continues to be a very desirable location. We would love to go to Mongolia. In the meantime, we've done a little research, and I guess research always, like, at first it complicates it, and then it resolves it. So right now we're in the it's more complicated phase. So in terms of Mongolia, it's great. But it's big. And so the different places we'd want to go would be really hard to, like, do everywhere. So there's like the Gobi Desert, which would be awesome. Gobi Desert, Gobi Bears. And then there's mountains that are in the far western region. That'd be great. And then we were trying to figure out, okay, if we actually did this, it looks like we would have to fly into Ulaanbaatar, which is
the way east.
It's kind of, it's like northeast of all the stuff we're looking at. So, okay, fine. So then we have all the transportation, and the transportation's pretty far even from there. And then there's the cost, and obviously we're trying to keep the cost not crazy. So we started just playing around with different places that we could go to, and, you know, just for exploration purposes, but also just to see is there somewhere else that's a little cheaper to fly into, of course. We'll also make some videos on this for anyone that's interested in all the resources that we're discovering, because we are, you know, I at least am a planner, and I'm crazy about it, and I just like dig to discover stuff. So whatever resources we discover, we will share with you and let you know what we've used. So yeah, so we started looking at other places, and we discovered it might actually be cheaper to fly into China, and then from China cross the border and go into Mongolia. So that was one big discovery. There's several different regions in China.
Yeah, obviously most people fly into Shanghai, which is way southeast.
Something over on the coast.
Yeah.
Which it looks like if you fly to China regardless, you'll probably have a layover there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't want to start over there, because then we have to figure out how to get all the way to like western China to go where we're looking.
And a drive across China is it's a long trek.
Yeah, if you haven't realized, it's really big. So yeah, so we would be looking to fly more like maybe middle or as far west as we could.
Yeah.
And what we found was Chengdu would be
about as far west as we can go.
There is an area that's even further northwest. It's called like Urumqi. Again, pronunciations, this is all fun. There's actually more languages than you realize to deal with in these places too, so that's another hurdle. But yeah, it would be maybe Chengdu, maybe Urumqi. I don't know if that one would be cheaper, but Chengdu looked actually pretty darn cheap considering you're going all the way around the globe to China.
Yeah, and that's more like central China, I guess. So it's... Yeah. But pretty much the whole population of China lives in the pretty much the eastern coastal range. So the western side of China is pretty much desolate. So except for the Urumqi spot that's up in the
remote. Desolate might not be the not negative.
No.
But remote. Yeah, compared to the density of people. Actually, we do a lot of that too. We like looking at population density maps, because you know us. We try to find the middle of nowhere.
We do the opposite of where the people are at.
But when you're in a place that's very, very different, that also makes it kind of tricky, in that it's very different.
Yeah, so we figured maybe it would just be cheaper to fly into China and then take their bullet train to like Mongolia. And it looked like the bullet train's actually pretty cheap. So you can, I forgot how much it was now, but it was pretty.
Yeah, something per the mile of the mile or
It was
kilometers.
like $10 every 100 miles or something like that.
Something
so,
like that. Yeah.
But it was like
it's fairly reasonable considering how far you're going and what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's
get to see a lot in a short amount of time. But as I said, China's huge, so I think from there to Mongolia was still like
still a trek.
Still like 20-some hours.
And then from there we have to figure out. So the point being, a lot of travel logistics here, and so in one hand we're like super excited, and the other hand we're like, oh, okay, there's a lot we need to think about. And then in the process of this, to add to our figuring things out, we've discovered another place that we added to the list, which is Kyrgyzstan, which is on the
west coast of China. So
yeah, and we really like Kyrgyzstan. It's kind of less discovered in terms of the number of tourists too, and they've got great mountains, and it sounds like they're pretty friendly to, having people there, and so there's a lot of good things going. We just really like it. Like everything we've read that quickly is at the top of our list now too. But now we're in this weird thing where we're like, okay, do we fly to Mongolia? Do we fly to Kyrgyzstan? Do we fly to China? China's cheaper. Could we go to China and then from there get some sort of travel to Kyrgyzstan and Mongolia, or is that too much? Should we just go to one or the other? How do we choose? And what's the cheapest way, but what's the best way? So yeah,
I've been trying to figure out the border crossings and everything too. So Kyrgyzstan has like 2 on the west coast, but one's only for like products and stuff, and the other one's for people.
So pretty much one.
So there's like a mountain range that like comes down, and so you have to like go up and go through the mountain range. So there's no like road that goes over it. So you have to go like to the way northeast corner, right, Urumqi, and then go back down and then go around the border. So then you're kind of at the southern tip of Kyrgyzstan, and then to go from there. So it'll take a long time to do that. So it'd be a lot to pack into whatever, a month or however long we're going to be there if we want to try to go to all 3.
Weeks or a month. Yeah, you'd have to do it for a long time to cover that amount of land, and even that.
And then there's a lot of public transportation, and who knows? Yeah, get to see a lot, but probably
and then
on a train.
It's, you'd fly there, see that, do all that, and then you feel like you want to do it all in one trip because you're there. So it seems like more bang for your buck versus flying there, doing something, and then trying to like go there again some other time. So it's really tricky. Point is, at this point we basically moved all this to like the top of our list because we're like, yes, this is it. Like some sort of formula here between the whole China, Mongolia, Kyrgyzstan thing. Definitely, we know 100% we want to go. But at the same time, we've gone, we're not going to be ready for that for a while. We need to save up. We need to do a lot of planning. We may have to learn multiple languages because we're not just going to go there and not,
It turns out Western China doesn't speak Chinese.
Yes, there's Turkic languages that we would have to learn. Plus, probably would be good to know Mandarin and if we go to Mongolia, that's a whole nother ballgame. So, so there's a lot of logistics there. We definitely want to do it. So we're basically gonna like file this and keep thinking about it until it happens. I want to do it.
It'll happen sooner or later.
Yeah, it's on our list, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. And so now we're wondering if we should just, be planning on this and push the trip off for a really long time, or if we should maybe be thinking about something to do maybe a little sooner that's inexpensive and that, that way we could still do a trip together. And again, if you've been keeping up the latest videos I've been posting about what other things we have going on, things happen, life is short, health issues pop up, all kinds of stuff. And we've been talking a lot, and it's just like, we need to do this. We need to do what we love now and not keep putting everything on the back burner. So we're thinking, we might be just kind of going down our list and seeing if any of those other options, or maybe there's something else that's undiscovered. You guys have also given us a few suggestions that we've been considering too. So that's where we're at with the international trip thing. We just wanted to give you an update. We'll probably be quickly, working on this, and along with everything else, we'll have lots of update stuff going on. And in between that, when we have time, I promise, we'll also get videos for, all the tips and stuff about our living on the road and the budget and all kinds of stuff. So stay tuned, bear with us. There should be a lot coming down the line. All right. I think that's it for now. So Thanks for being here, guys, as always, and we will see you again soon.
Bye,
See
guys.
ya.